friends, and welcome to another episode of Coach's Corner. Today's question is from one of my LinkedIn connections and friends, Nina, and this is what Nina asks. We've all heard about that in order to thrive and excel, we must overcome our fears. I've read a lot about doing things out of your comfort zone, and specifically doing something every day that scares you. After 20 plus years of sales, I still get somersaults in my stomach when I pick up the phone to cold call a prospect. I make myself have the uncomfortable conversations, but I can't think of anything daily to push my growth, other than take a cold shower every morning. What are some suggestions you may have of things to do? So this is a two-part answer. First of all, thank you so much, Nina, for the question. And my two-part answer is this. One is, I actually want you to think about why you're saying that you're not pushing yourself out of your comfort zone each and every day. Based on how you said that you feel when you're making these calls, you're doing that. Like, girl, you're crushing it. I want you to think for a second, Nina, about your very first year in sales. I want you to think about the size of the accounts you were closing, the impact that you were having on the business from a financial perspective, the customers that you were bringing to your company, what your commission checks were like that first year. And I want you to contrast that with now. The only way, and I know that you're a kick-ass salesperson. You're not in sales for 20 years if you're not a kick-ass salesperson. So what I'm saying is that what you're doing every single day, those uncomfortable feelings that you're having and pushing yourself to have those calls, you're doing this every day. You're already doing daily actions to push yourself out of your comfort zone, to propel your growth. So I do want you to do that exercise. I actually really do. And please follow up with me. Now, that was sort of the challenge to your question. It wasn't answering your question directly. So answering your question directly is the second part to my question, or to my answer. I like to do things, in terms of getting out of your comfort zone, things that are really easy, everyday things that get your brain out of autopilot. Things like taking a different route to work. Things like starting a new hobby, taking a different class at the gym. Those are all things that, from a brain perspective and a neuroscience perspective, you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Let me give you an example of something that I've just done recently. I've just signed up for a calligraphy course. So something that interested me, but I'm not creative. I'm one of those people that always says I'm not creative. And my hubby, Jay Andrews, kind of reminds me that I am. Anyway, the reason I'm saying this is because it is outside of my comfort zone. I'm interested in calligraphy, so I'm choosing something that I'm interested in, but I'm also choosing something that makes me feel uncomfortable because it's challenging my ideas about my own creativity. So I thought I'd show you, this is kind of embarrassing for me, and this is outside of my comfort zone, showing you some of the first sheets that I've done. So I don't know if you can, how well you can see this on this special paper, but here I was doing some stuff. And what does this mean daily? It means daily I'm committed to doing some of these practice strokes so that I can continue to get better. It's pushing me outside of my comfort zone. I hope this helps. I hope you liked my example that I showed you, and I'd love to know what you think. Thanks so much for your question again, Nina, and hope this helps others too. See you next week on Coach's Corner. Bye, friends.